I know that some of you all are going to be saying, why do I care about this? Because it's not happening here in the United States. This is the United Kingdom. This is Britain. This is over there. It's not here. However, unfortunately, they're trying to do the same type of things here in the United States. They're trying to control speech. They're trying to crack down on free speech by labeling everything that goes against the mainstream narrative, the CIA government mainstream propaganda narrative. They're trying to label that as dangerous misinformation or conspiracy theories. And here in the UK, they are teaching the children a new curriculum to be able to tell fake information online, to be able to tell what is a conspiracy theory online. And pretty much what they're going to be teaching these kids is that anything that goes against the mainstream narrative is false, dangerous misinformation. You know, it used to be if you didn't agree with the government or said anything they didn't like, you were a racist. Now, the term racist has kind of lost its impact. Nobody really cares anymore to be called a racist. And now they're being called a conspiracy theorist. If you disagree with the government, you're being called a conspiracy theorist. If you disagree with anything they say, you're a conspiracy theorist and spreading dangerous misinformation. And we see what's happening here in the United Kingdom. It's what's happening here in the United States, and it shows the route that they want to go to control speech. You see that I've seen several different instances here over the riots in the United Kingdom where people had posted things on social media and have gotten over 2 years in prison and been sentenced to 2 years in prison plus for spreading misinformation, for inciting violence, simply because they disagree with the government's policies of letting everyone come in through an open border like here in the United States. Schools to wage war on putrid fake news in anti-extremism crackdown. And that's what they're going to label everyone around the world, in these Western countries anyway, in the UK, United States, Australia, France, Britain. You're going to be labeled you're going to be labeled an extremist. Sorry, it's early this morning, guys. I just got out of bed about 30 minutes ago, actually, and sitting here drinking my coffee and decided to do this video, so try to look over me. I'll do the best I can. My brain takes a while to get warmed up. Children will be taught how to spot extremist content and fake news online in a revamp of the curriculum following last week's riots. Schools will use lessons such as English, ICT, Information and Communication Technology, and Maths to arm pupils against putrid conspiracy theories, the Education Secretary said. Bridget Phillison told the Telegraph that pupils as young as 5 would be given the critical thinking skills to identify misinformation online under the new plans. So they're going to take children that's 5 years old, just started in school, and start to indoctrinate them with these teachers that are working for the state who will teach whatever they're told to teach. And they're going to start these kids off young, at 5 years old, to learn that the government is always right. Anyone that questions the government is bad and dangerous. And the same things are happening here in the schools here in the United States. Plus a whole lot of other crap. You know, when I was going to school, they taught how to read, how to write, how to do math, do the things that needed to be done. General education, math, reading, and arithmetic, with a little science and social studies and history thrown in to keep it interesting. Now, they're teaching all kinds of crap. They're teaching the whole woke agenda, the LGBTQR549 agenda, and now they're teaching children starting at 5 years old to spot dangerous misinformation online. It's all about control. They want complete control of the internet. They want complete control of the media. They want complete control of everything that we say. If you don't agree with what they say, no matter what it is, no matter what the proof shows, they want to label you a conspiracy theorist or spreading dangerous misinformation or being an extremist. And eventually, after this crackdown, they're cracking down now, but they're going to keep cracking down more and more tightly. And eventually, it's going to get to the point that if you say anything they don't agree with, we see this happening now in the UK, but you're going to be carted off to a re-education camp, to a prison camp. You're going to be locked away to keep you from spreading dangerous misinformation, which is simply information that isn't the same as the government propaganda. If you disagree with being forced inoculated, then you're a dangerous extremist. You have to be put in a camp. If you don't like the open southern border and the open northern border, if you think that immigration has gotten out of control and you post about that online, the cops will come to your door. They will take you and put you in prison, put you in a re-education camp, put you in a concentration camp, put you under the prison for 3 or 4 years or more. That's what it's leading up to. You can see what's happening here and what they're saying here in the United States. They want a police state. And like I said in my video yesterday, they have a plan to bring in this full police state agenda. And that plan is to flood the country with people from all over the world at a very quick pace, to try to push those people in together, to cause hostilities. They're going to cause violence. They're going to cause all kinds of horrible things to happen, like crime, murder, rape, violence, gang wars, because they want this violence, because that's part of their civil war plan. This is their invading army. And when these people clash with the American population, then when it gets bad enough, the people who are planning this civil war against the people to take over will look like the heroes, because they will step in and offer the solution. And the solution will be full government control, full control of free speech, the internet, control of everything, drones flying to keep a watch on everyone, cameras everywhere. We have cameras now, but there will be even more cameras, military on the street patrolling, curfews, and that's what they want. And that is the civil war that they're waging. People talk about the coming civil war, and that's what it's going to actually be. The powers that be that are already in control now, they want more power. So they're bringing in this army across their borders and will cause conflict. And when that conflict escalates to a certain point, the people will beg the other people who actually waged the war in the first place, the civil war in the first place against the native population, to gain control. They will be asked to come in and take control. That's the whole plan. Like I said in the video yesterday, the Civil War we're going to see isn't going to be two different militaries lined up to fight against each other. It's going to be just like I said. We can see that now. It's obvious. And this here is one of the steps to that. Train the children young, start training them in school, that anything that goes against the mainstream narrative, anything that disagrees with the government, then that is a conspiracy theory. That is misinformation, because the government has all the information. The government's always right, or it's an extremist viewpoint. We've got to crack down on these extremists, these terrorists, these white nationalists, these Christians who are talking about Christ. You see how this works? That's what we're leading up to, guys. That is what we're leading up to. But anyways, guys, I'm going to try to get myself awake. I'm going to finish this coffee here and try to get some things done around here today. If you liked the video, give it a big thumbs up. Thanks for watching. I'm the Creekmore Matter, and I'll see you all in the next video, hopefully.